Aquarius, how are you, my love? Welcome to Lady of the Unknown Oracle. My name is Sophie, and welcome to your March 2020 love reading. I know this reading is coming to you kind of late, but I hope that you find the timing is right on time, okay? Aqua, if you are new to my channel, I am so happy to have you here. I hope that you enjoy your reading, and if you do, please remember to like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment below. I would love to hear from you. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for returning. Thank you so much for your love and support and for making what I do possible. I love you so much. Thank you for allowing me to reconnect with you. So Aqua, we're going to go ahead and jump right into your reading. Please remember that this is a general reading, so this may or may not resonate with your current situation. If you find that it does resonate, then I hope that it provides you the clarity and guidance that you seek moving forward. We will be doing an extended reading after this general reading, I should say, where we will go a bit more in depth into the person that you're connecting with, their emotions towards you, their intentions towards you, the advice for you in order to overcome the obstacle or challenge between you and this person, whether it's between you guys directly or within yourself, right? We'll discover that in the message, as well as what the long-term outcome is likely to be between you and this person. Okay, the link for the extended reading will be down below, along with a link to my website. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so there. Okay, if you find that this reading does not resonate, by all means toss the entire reading out the window, then it's just not for you. Okay, so Aqua, without further ado, let's pull some cards. We're going to start first with the Wisdom Oracle, where we'll pull some energy. Then we're going to hop over to the Kipper deck, where we can get a little bit more specific in terms of who may be involved, the major themes at play. And then we're going to do a full Celtic cross spread using the tarot, which we will fully clarify with another tarot deck. Okay, so let's go ahead and see for Aquarius what energy we are working with. And love for Aquarius, please. March 2020. Spirit, guides, guardian angels. Spirit, guides. For Aquarius and love, March 2020, please. Flexible. So there may have been, it feels to me like you guys are coming to the end of some sort of cycle, okay? The beginning of a brand new cycle, but in order to make from the end of one transition into the next phase, it's requiring a bit of flexibility on your part or somebody, okay? The person you're connecting with. Overall, though, it does feel like someone, right? Someone is needing to not make concessions. There's no one that is giving anything up, but for example, someone may be needing to be a bit more patient. You know, the next time they see you may be a while, because we are all, for the most part, you know, if we're not already in some sort of official quarantine, official isolation, we are being encouraged strongly to self-quarantine. So we are all kind of, so we are all kind of in our own spaces, just trying to wait this out. And so there is definitely a need for patience for many couples and many people who are in strong connections. But it does feel, you know, if there is a situation where you guys are trying to figure out, for example, how to communicate, someone here is going to have to kind of dial it back and not be so eager to meet in, you know, physically. They may have to be okay with just speaking through text message or DMs, or maybe, you know, just through FaceTime. You know what I mean? Just being flexible, right? Being flexible, just kind of going with the flow here. There is, you know, a little bit different than going with the flow is a requirement to kind of like check yourself. Yeah, what you want is XYZ, but you can't have XYZ right now. So in the meantime, a feasible alternative would to go about the situation differently, right? And then you've also got Treasure Island, which reduces, well, it is a 9. This reduced to a 10 for flexible, okay? We have a 9 here for Treasure Island, and this usually speaks to somebody not realizing how good they have it, and maybe they do come to that realization. I feel like what's going to happen, Aqua, is you or the person you're connecting with, just in trying to make something work, is you're going to realize, or they are going to realize, that they are actually very, very lucky to have you in their lives, right? They realize that the connection you guys have, because it is able to withstand the distance, it's able to withstand the inconvenience, it can withstand the pressure, right? it's not a love that requires things to look a certain way. You're able to maintain and upkeep and continue to add value to the connection. And I think you and this person are going to find ultimately that you have a very, very strong connection that would be difficult to break, even under the hardest of circumstances. This is a challenge, but you guys are rising to it. And that's pretty impressive. All right. So let's go ahead and jump into the Kipper to get a little bit more information about this energy. I hope you all are staying safe. I hope you're feeling well. For those of you who tuned into my Cancer video, I did mention briefly that I was not feeling too well myself. I caught the flu earlier this year, and then right afterwards caught what I feel like was the cold. And it's been recovery time ever since. So my apologies. My apologies, Aqua, for making you wait so long, but I truly hope that that you find this helpful to you. So let's see. Kipper, please, what's going on for Aqua? What else? What do we need to know about this Flexible and Treasure Island? What do we need to know about this energy, please? For Aqua, what are we working with? Who's involved? What are the energies, please? Who, what? Oh, High Honor. False person. Someone's deciding to not lie anymore. If there was deception, someone is no longer a liar, or someone is desiring to rise above their fears, concealing their emotions, concealing a truth, concealing some sort of something that they've been resisting or holding back from. Someone is desiring to take things to another level with you, and they know that in order to do that, they have to be truthful and honest. They can't be carrying this false persona. Okay. I don't feel like anyone here is going to be lying to progress. I feel like at this point, someone's love is going to be accentuated. I do believe that the highlight here, you know, so Aqua, basically, if you're connecting with somebody who you feel like really isn't genuine, this time apart is going to, it's going to reveal how true that is. Okay. For example, so if you've been getting like intuitive nudges about somebody and you feel like they really are not interested in the way that they, you know, say they're interested, you're going to find through experience, through trying to connect with this person, that them not wanting to connect with you is an indication that they are not actually serious about the connection, and they don't want to move forward with you in the way that you're wanting, which is makes it easier for you to release them, because you are most likely dialing back in your social contact. So you'll be able to heal and grieve the loss of a connection without being forced to work with them, without being forced to, you know, hang out with the friends that you guys share, or whatever your situation is. There's no pressure, you know, see them at the gym, whatever it is. You get time to isolate yourself and to properly heal and deal with the emotions of having to essentially let go of a connection that you had a lot of hope for, right? But if this is somebody that you feel might have been hiding their feelings, they've been feeling to you kind of detached, right? Like you're like, you know, it peeks through, Aqua, right? You're very perceptive. It peeks through when somebody really cares about you and they're detached. You can kind of tell just in how detached they are, that you're like, there's no way a human being is really this detached. They're only this detached if they might be afraid of over attaching. So you kind of look at it by reading in between the lines, where you're like only somebody who is completely in love with me would ignore me. Kind of like that, right? So it gets to a point now where this person, your absence really makes them want to be with you more, and they do miss you. So maybe they don't act, maybe their actions aren't so like in your face, but they definitely plan on revealing more to you about how they feel when you're around, and you'll feel appreciated, I feel. Okay. There is a feminine energy here. Okay, there is a feminine energy here who is feeling very imprisoned. So Aqua, please be patient. If this person that you're connecting with, you know, is expressing to you a desire to be with you, to offer to see you physically, or even just to, if they are trying to create opportunities to connect on levels that you're not comfortable with, do not be afraid to isolate. And if you are leaving a situation or have just come out of a situation with somebody else and you're entering a new situation with a new person, you know, it is okay to take some time to heal before you jump right in. Because with the courtship card, main female, and imprisonment, I get on some level that you almost feel trapped in your own body, you know, in your own mind. Like you almost feel like, why couldn't I have just healed from this situation sooner so that I could be available to be with this person? But that's not always what we get to do in this life, right? We do have to, when we get hurt, we do have to heal. And we do have to take our time to work through those feelings and cry it out and not be hard on ourselves and eat the food we want to eat, and whatever it is that we need to do, we do need to be patient and allow ourselves to go through the motions of grief and loss. So part of you, I feel, is very anxious to jump into something new, very anxious to jump into this courtship, right? Or even give yourself more to a connection that you're already involved in. But part of you is feeling a bit imprisoned. Maybe you're afraid that you're going to be the cause for someone feeling imprisoned. Aqua, you could even be connecting with someone who you feel like is not being honest with you, and that the fact that you have to isolate yourself from this person, you almost question whether they appreciate you, whether they love you. You are maybe even suspicious that while you're in quarantine, they are not necessarily as considerate as you are and could still be fooling around with other people or talking to other people in this time and using this as an opportunity to not have you around to check them. Okay, that could be for some of you. So let's go ahead and see. Let's go ahead and see what's going on with that. Okay, so we're going to be using the Vice Versa Tarot to do the Celtic Cross spread. So let's go ahead for Aqua. What's going on in love for March 2020? Give me a bit more information on what we're seeing so far, okay? Let's get a little bit more information on what's going on so far. There definitely is an element of trust here. And I think someone ultimately, Aqua, whether it's you or the person you're connecting with, someone here is going to realize that this is a healthy relationship. That may be out of conditioning. Somebody is used to isolation equaling infidelity or dishonesty. And this could be a test, right? This is a test to your connection. And I think ultimately what you're going to find is this person pleasantly surprises you by seeking connection anyway. I do feel that this feeling of imprisonment is kind of a knee-jerk reaction from you, Aqua. You may have been hurt in the past and you just don't trust distance. But it's okay, because with somebody who is worth the trust, they're not going to let distance make you feel insecure or inadequate. Right? This person is, I feel, very committed to you and does want something long-term with you. Okay? Because the courtship card is very powerful, and it is a number 4. So this is a very stable connection between you and this person. The star card wanting to come out. Right? So here you are, Aqua. Definitely a sense of distance. Okay? Definitely a sense of distance. Aqua in love, March 2020. I think this distance is going to help you, not hinder you, Aqua, okay? I do feel that. Okay, underneath, yeah. Ace of Swords. So communication, a truth, something being revealed, maybe even ideas, right? Again, like if you guys are trying to figure out how to forge the connection, even though you're apart, I think you're going to be successful in finding that. I think that ultimately you're going to be receiving that communication, giving that communication, really illuminating the truth between each other insofar as your feelings with the wreath in the back, right? Right? This is about a successful endeavor in communication. It's about achieving success in whether this is creating ideas to meet each other, not meet each other, you know, but maybe after everything is finished. In the meantime, you guys have plans that you're thinking about executing when things are a bit safer and you're able to go out and spend time physically together. But this is kind of, I'm getting that feeling of like putting your cards on the table and really opening up what your expectations are for the future, what you would like to have with each other moving forward. Just a sense of complete openness, Aqua. Complete openness. And you could be connecting with another air sign, a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, or they have a position very strong in their chart of any of those signs. But it's definitely going to be successful. And successful in terms of just the deepening and strengthening of the connection itself, right? I think communication is actually something you guys have been lacking. And now forcing distance between you is creating this desire, this insatiable desire to be a part of one another's lives. And in so doing, creates this need to reach out and basically own up to the fact that you need to be vulnerable. You guys need to be open to one another, because to go this long of a time without actually knowing about each other and you know, you're thinking about each other, but you can't actually do anything about it, that sucks. And I think it's mutual. And I think you guys are opening up a whole new, you guys are exploring a completely different arena now in love than you're previously used to together. Okay. So you could be connecting with a Pisces, a Gemini. Yeah. So Aqua, you're so sweet. Whoa. Sorry about that. You are so sweet, because so far 2 major arcana. Okay. Yeah. You want to take action. You've got this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or this person that makes you feel very secure. This person who you feel like really could be the one for you in your heart space. Gemini, Virgo, Aries. Someone's going to be releasing something. Yeah, you see yourself as basically in quarantine. You feel yourself just really staying cooped up, not feeling like you want to go out and risk anything. You're saving your money, preserving your health, preserving your resource. Oh, you got the sun in your outcome though. You could be connecting with a Leo. Let me get the clarifiers out. So coming into the near future, and I will show you the cards, Aqua. I'm going to pull the clarifiers out first and then show you. There is going to be some sort of weight lifted. Something will be dropped. Okay, a cycle here in terms of pressure, and maybe the pressures you guys put on each other to be expressive, or wherever that pressure was coming from, that will be coming to an end, because on your mind, you're about ready, right? You're ready to have a new start, but in order to do that, you have to release something, and I think you're already kind of there. Okay, Ten of Wands with the Ace of Wands. You're kind of already there. It's on your mind. You could be connecting with a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sag. But you and this person, you feel like this person is your match, and you're kind of afraid maybe you're not their match, or someone here feels like they are not the other person's match. But I think that's completely false. Look at what flipped out. Okay, so you could be connecting with a Gemini, very strong. Ace of Swords with the Lovers again. So this could be indicative of a choice that you guys have to make, a very big choice. But this could also be speaking to just reunion and having to talk about the connection, talk about maybe something that you guys have realized about each other, right? Have communication surrounding the soulmate connection, have discussions about what the reunion will look like, come up with some ideas on how you guys can maintain communication during this time. But you guys are definitely holding on, and the person you're connecting with is definitely holding on very strongly. Okay, wow, oh my God. Aqua, so in your heart space, you've got the King of Pentacles. And under the deck for the clarifiers, you've got the King of Pentacles. So you and this person are connecting very strongly. I have to say, for a good number of you, I do feel this person could potentially be a long-term partner for you. Of course, at the end of the day, it really depends on how much time and effort you invest in one another. But this feels very exciting, and it does feel like somebody who is inspired by you, someone who feels like you're their kindred spirit. You guys have a very strong connection. And you guys are holding on. Aqua, I am shooketh. I'm shooketh. Hanged Man with the Lovers. Okay, so the Hanged Man speaks to compromising. Okay, trying to receive enlightenment. Someone here may have been previously, excuse me, may have previously been in some form of denial, and going within, putting a hold on the connection and saying to themselves, you know, I'm very attracted to this person, but is this more than sex, or is this kind of just sex? Like wanting to be fair with one another and really taking it upon yourself to figure out what your intentions are moving forward. But now with this need to decide whether this connection stays or goes, someone here is grasping onto it. They're grabbing onto it for dear life and saying, you know what? I will endure whatever discomfort I must in order to sustain the connection. I will, whatever hard conversations need to be had, I will have them. Any kind of waiting, right? Any kind of waiting that needs to be had, I will wait. I will do what needs to be done in order to make sure that our connection thrives throughout this quarantine, throughout the isolation, and moving forward. Okay. Oh my God. Let me lay this. Aqua, what? If you're dealing with a Virgo ex, they feel like this was a missed opportunity. Oh my God. I'm sorry, Aqua. I know this is just like suspense building, and I am not trying to do this to you, to torture you. I just want to make sure that I'm seeing this correctly. Let me just... I love readings like this, Aqua. Let me just soak it in for a second, because y'all are going through really a very strong connection, okay? That was my chair, okay? No, baby. Listen, Aqua, if you're afraid that you and this person are not going to endure, you're going to endure, okay? There is a holdup. Of course, there is a lack of reunion, lack of communication, at least up until this point there has been. There won't be anymore. This is a very strong reading. This person is your counterpart. I think you're afraid that in terms of this person, you're going to kind of enjoy the fruits of your labor alone. Okay. But here's the thing, this communication is what's needed, because if you are connecting with a Virgo, because this King of Pentacles can be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. I see a Taurus here very strong with the Hierophant. You could be dealing directly with a Taurus. And if that's the case, this person is prepared to be with you. And you might have a Virgo ex who is now seeing you happy and coming into your power and connecting with somebody in such a powerful way. They're kind of watching on the sidelines and being like, wow, that's what I let go of. Yeah, boo, you did. But everyone's allowed to be where they're at. So don't hate on the ex, right? Let them be where they're at. They still have some growing to do. That's why they're the ex, right? So, you know, but there is definitely a feeling here. Like if you don't have an ex, Virgo, and you are connecting directly with a Virgo, they are under the impression that they may have missed an opportunity with you. And so if there is a delay of communication with you and this Virgo, I would say it's best to reach out, because once you do, the ball is going to get rolling and you're going to realize the potential you guys have in a loving connection. Now, let's rolling up the sleeves here, Aqua. Let's go in. Let's do it. Okay. You guys are having me feel super extra right now, because this is crazy, and low-key my moon is in Aqua, so let's get it popping. So your block is the Lovers. You could be connecting with a Gemini, being clarified by the Six of Cups. Okay, so this is a love connection, could be a Gemini, but this particular side of the Lovers, okay, is about not having a connection that you're putting so much pressure on, right? The angel's there, you feel almost pressured to perform. After the angel disappears, they're still holding hands, but you see how when night dawns, they're just in a very relaxed state. It's like putting time into putting time into a connection and not going so fast because there's expectations attached. You're just going with the flow and just enjoying each other, and it's like a very mature love. It's not that you know, love at first sight, super impulsive, very physical. This is definitely a very intense physical connection, but it's also intensely emotional, and it's mature, okay? There's an intention here of moving forward together over the long term. And the block here is that in order to do that, you have to be together. And for some of you, right, this is the Gemini ex that won't leave you alone. And this person, for some reason, whether it's because you haven't healed from it, or this was a past connection that you haven't gotten over, maybe the person you're connecting with, Aqua, has a Gemini ex, or just somebody who they could not get over, maybe a karmic relationship. This is kind of in the way, but I want you to know that regardless of the way this slices up for you, this connection is very strong and someone does need to heal, but I do feel that on both sides of like based on both parties and your connection to one another, you are feeling very confident and desire to stick by each other's side. Very strong, such a strong connection. For some of you, this is somebody who you'd love to have kids with, right? This is the end all be all because you guys are appearing here as the King and Queen of Pentacles. Right? You are appearing as the King and Queen of Pentacles. It's very beautiful. So on your mind, you've got this Taurus on your mind. If it's not a Taurus, it's just about strengthening a commitment, right? Strengthening a commitment, feeling a spiritual connection, right? The Hierophant is the High Priest. So this is somebody with whom you feel a very deep, strong connection. Somebody who, you know, inspires you to have a deeper commitment. Somebody who is very structured, or at the very least desires something very structured with you. And with the Ace of Wands, somebody here is ready to take action, and now, right? You've got the lightning bolt in the back, which speaks to immediate desire, right? You want to just get the ball rolling. You're excited that you found the one. You're excited to just be happy, be with this person. This person really lights you up, right? This person has taught you a lesson of some kind, and you're appreciative to them of that. And you want to just continue. You want to just keep going with them, right? Or vice versa, right? So you got the King of Pentacles in your heart space being clarified by the Two of Cups. Aqua, like I can't. This is someone who you have a mutual connection with. So if you're a masculine or feminine Aqua, right? The person you're connecting with just has a masculine energy, does not have to be a male. But this is somebody who is a protector and a provider, okay? This is somebody who is, you know, sensual like you are, but just because of that masculine energy, they want to be able to just give you everything that you need. They don't want you to want for anything. So if it's love you need, if it's material wealth that you need, if it's a secure home that you need, you know, if it's just a loving relationship where you can just explore different aspects of yourself. This person is accepting. They understand, you know, what happens when you plant a seed and let it grow, and how to give what you need, the resources, the water, the sunlight, you know, the food, right? They know what it takes for that process to move along, and they know that sometimes it takes time, and they're here for it. Like, they're ready for it. You know what I mean? And with the Two of Cups, this is a mutual desire. So in your heart space, you're either focused on this person and just how much you do care about them, right? And if it's flipped, then it's this person with you. But the Two of Cups, even like with it being in your heart space, tells me that it's reciprocal. So even if the person you're connecting with feels distant, just by you resonating with this reading right now confirms that with the Two of Cups, they feel the same way. So if you feel like this person could be a life partner, they see the same in you. It's reciprocated, right? You feel for them what they already feel for you, and it's showing up. Aqua, what? So you could be connecting with a Cancer as well. Aqua, they're showing up in your past. This could be somebody who you ended things with. This could have been, you know, something that you tried to manifest, but ultimately it didn't work out. Maybe there were secrets involved. Someone didn't share their emotions. They lacked a certain level of depth, right? Maybe just subconsciously this person had other intentions in mind, and ultimately they left the connection, right? Because you've got the Magician with the Moon, right? They were aiming somewhere else in everything, and ultimately they just really neglected the relationship. But in the past as well, with the person that you're connecting with, this is a feeling of them having attracted you, right, from the unknown into their lives. This could be you attracting this person into your life, especially if you have strong Cancer placement somewhere in there, Aqua. But it's almost this feeling of not having known if it was going to work, not knowing if this person is too good to be true. Like, it's a manifestation. You feel confident about the situation with the Magician, but at the same time, there's almost a level of uncertainty, maybe a little anxiety. Like, is this it? Is this the end all be all? Is he the one? Is she the one? Is this happening? Are we going to have kids? Are we going to buy the house? Are we going to go traveling? Are we going to make the money? Are we going to own the business? Are we going to... What's happening, right? It's just like, what is happening? Like, is this happening? Like, am I sure? Yes, boo, it's happening. Like, what? So, and then, you know, so someone here is frankly just completely freaked out because they're like, am I seeing what I think I'm seeing? I do think I'm seeing this. And there is a very strong connection that you guys both feel. It's very tangible, and it's being echoed several times with the Lovers appearing twice, the Six of Cups coming in, which is Lovers energy, the Two of Cups coming in as a mutual energy. So it's not one-sided. It's not like one person here is obsessed with the other. You guys are really meeting in the middle in terms of what you want and how you see each other and your desire to stick this out. Now coming in, you do have the Ten of Wands being clarified again with the Ten of Wands, but also being clarified by the Queen of Cups and the Hanged Man. So I am getting that there is somebody here who is going to release. Okay, there is somebody here who is going to release their emotional burdens. So whether that comes in the form of healing, having healing conversations with you, or just healing conversations on their end in order to recover from their past or recover from the block here with a previous union with an ex, or just some sort of misconception around love or self-love that might be getting in the way. This person will be trying their best to heal this. And I do feel ultimately that they will, because your outcome here is the Sun. Okay, your outcome is the Sun. So ultimately this person is going to get to a place where they are healed enough to be who they need to be to express themselves. Okay, they are going to release some anxiety and anything negative that was associated with love in the past. Okay, so coming in, we've got the Ten of Wands. So a feeling of just carrying all the pressure on your own. For some of you, this is about feeling like you've been lugging the majority of the weight with this person. Almost ready to let go of the connection altogether, because it's like, I have this connection, but I feel almost like I'm making this connection up, right? I feel almost like I'm making this connection up. Like, I feel love for them, but do they feel it for me? And I'm just tired of thinking about it, honestly. Let's just drop the wands, right? I know we have a mutual respect, but honestly, if we're not going to make it anything, then what's the point? I do feel, though, with the Queen of Cups present and the Hanged Man, someone is going to achieve a certain level of enlightenment, and they're going to come through with some sort of indication that they care about you very deeply, and that it might just be them. It might just be them, and they're going to be a bit more open about what that looks like. You know, Aqua, I care very much about you. I miss you, right? I miss you. I have a lot of things that I'm handling on my end, but let's keep talking. I'd like to see where maybe when all of this is over, what we can do. You know, don't take my distance or my silence for ignoring you. You know, maybe I have a lot of things going on my end, or I'm taking a lot of me time to just, you know, heal from what has been bothering me, and just maybe they've been depressed. You know, we do have the Moon here. We do have the Nine of Swords in the outcome. But with the Sun, right, it's about healing from that. So there could be somebody here who has just been very anxious in love, very depressed in love and self-love, and they're just trying their best to be a better communicator so that you understand that it's not you, it is literally them. Yeah. So you see yourself as the Four of Pentacles. So you could be feeling like you are blocked. Okay, like you're, you know, it's not just that you're in quarantine, right, where you're holding on to you're preserving your health and you're preserving your money, and you're looking out that window and you see the whole world going by and you're just like, I'm just gonna stay here. It's not just about that. It's about the fact that this person, you feel like they really need to just show up a little bit more in order for you to continue, because ultimately there is a burden and you are thinking about letting this connection go on some level, if only mentally, just so that way you can get a breather from a connection that feels intense but isn't bearing fruit right now, because there's a lot of spiritual energy and a lot of connection energy, but not enough pentacles to ground this. Okay, you do feel like this person has the potential for it, and for some of you who are thinking about a Taurus, you see in their life, right, you see in their belief systems, and you see in the way they express their individuality that they're a very pentacle oriented person, health oriented, money oriented, tangible things oriented. You know, person has a schedule, they prioritize things. So you can tell in the way this person leads their life, you know, you can tell that they are someone who is good material to be the kind of person you want in this life. But if they want this, then they need to show up, right? You're holding back until this person gives you indication that there is something to build on. Now, in the environment, we've got the Four of Cups with the Hermit. So this comes back to the Virgo that you may be connecting with. Could be an ex, could be the current person. This Virgo, though, feels like maybe there has been a missed opportunity, or is afraid that there will be an opportunity missed. Now, with the Four of Cups on this side as opposed to this side, this has been a missed opportunity. So somebody here is going within and realizing that things may have been better had they shown up earlier. Things would have been better if they had known back then what they know now. Maybe that somebody here realizes that if they continue to be in isolation, they are feeling that you're disconnecting, and realize that if they continue to hold back, they are missing an opportunity, because they can feel you pulling away from this. They can feel you pulling away, and they don't want to miss the opportunity, but they need to then get up, make a phone call to you, text you, give you an indication here that there is something you'd like to create, that they'd like to create with you, right? Now, as your fear, you've got the Queen of Pentacles with the Nine of Pentacles. So you could be afraid that you will forever be single from this person, that even though they have, you know, you could tell that they like you. You could tell that there's a mutual respect, a mutual adoration, a mutual love. That ultimately, in terms of Pentacles, you are going to be left to tend to your garden alone. That you are going to tend to your independence and to your monies alone, right? That you are this person's other half, but that you are going to have to enjoy this abundance without sharing it with them, because you want this person to pursue you. You want this person to make that first move. You have been coming through perhaps with this Queen of Cups energy. You might have some water placements very strong in your chart, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, right? But there's a feeling here that you may be afraid that this is going to be a lonely path for you, because you know where you have drawn your boundary. And if this person doesn't make a move, you know, you don't want the kind of relationship with this person where you are the one doing all the legwork. You're not going to start this connection off with this person believing that you are going to carry all the weight, or that they don't have to speak on their feelings. No, 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 you're okay. You're okay, person. You're okay, person, right? You don't have to speak your feelings to me. I'm just going to pretend to read your mind all the time, right? I'm going to buy this tarot deck and cross my fingers and hope to God that, you know, that your mind isn't switching around every 2 seconds. It's like, no. This person is coming through as a King of Pentacles, but you need them to act in their power and approach you as that King of Pentacles that they know themselves to be. But again, I feel like there is a hang up in love, and you will receive indication from this person, because again, overall energy is the Ace of Swords. So this is about gaining clarity, understanding, some communication from this person about what their struggle is, so that you guys can move forward in a way that is productive to not just you as an individual, but also like you guys as a couple. Okay, now the outcome is the Sun. So there's opportunity, it's growth. The Sun has just risen on this side. Okay, so it's that warmth, it's that optimism for the day. It's moving forward. It's something new, but it's something with a ton of potential. It's still young, right? So the connection that you guys have is still, it's just begun. This is the beginning stages. So don't feel like you guys need to rush anything right now, Aqua. You and this person are in a good place. You know, for as much as you want to just kind of fast forward to the part where you're married, you know, or fast forward to the part where you guys are in a more committed situation, be cognizant and aware. Be cognizant. We just got a puppy, Aqua, so if you hear barking on the other side of this wall, our walls are paper thin and I cannot help it. He's the cutest thing. Maybe I'll show you guys at some point. Super cute. His name is Duke. Anyway, but yeah, you know, so you and this person, you could be connecting with a Leo. We do have the Nine of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, and the Three of Wands. But ultimately what I'm seeing with this clarifying the Sun is that ultimately where there was a lot of anxiety about whether there was going to be an equal give and take in the connection, you guys are going to open up. You're going to open up your feelings. Someone here's going to open up. A truth will be revealed. There's going to be an understanding and a lot of healing going on. And as a result, you guys will be able to make a decision and kind of wait on an opportunity to make it happen. Okay, but I am seeing progress here. Someone's going to give. Someone's going to finally communicate. Someone's going to offer what they can right now, because right now there's not a lot to give. And this person is going to try to meet you halfway. Okay, and this is with a Sun. So ill-dignified, if this was the Devil, I would say that this was a very, you know, unequal connection. But I am getting a lot of the feeling that somebody here does want to give. They just are blocking themselves. So with the Sun coming in as somebody finally having that courage, someone finally overcoming some inner demons, maybe even, you know, a demon manifestation from another person. They're overcoming something, being open to potential, a new connection, to healing that connection brings. And they are allowing themselves to let it wipe away fears that have been keeping them blocked from being an active participant in other and you know, for more fulfilling commitments and more fulfilling connections with people, which is present right now, and they know it and they don't want to miss it. So Aqua, what? This has been a ride. I like don't even want to end this. I don't want to end this reading, but this is really beautiful. So okay, this is a big reading. So let me just see if I can extract some specifics here for those of you that are looking for like signs. Now keep in mind that when it comes to the signs that you're connecting with, Aqua, you know, the person could be a Gemini, but they might have certain placements very strong in their chart. And so they might have, for example, a Pisces placement, and they will be showing up as a Pisces or a Taurus instead of the Gemini. So take it as it resonates, okay? So let me see. So you're definitely thinking about a Taurus. This person loves you very much, okay? And this person is also thinking, right? In this case, this person is also thinking about having something very serious with you moving forward, okay? Okay, this person wants to speak to you, but they have to make sure that they are willing to compromise in the way that's necessary for you guys to move forward. I think by not being with you, they realize that they are robbing themselves of an experience. So it looks to me like they are going to, right? They are going to, especially if they have Leo in their chart. But it looks to me like they are working very diligently to make sure mentally and emotionally they are available for this connection. So those of you connecting with a Taurus, I feel like that's going to be really abundant for you. Okay, for those of you with a Gemini, there's separation involved right now. You guys are trying to make something work. You guys are trying to reunite in some way, trying to connect in some way. Ultimately, I do feel like some sort of communication is coming in. Well, communication is going to be coming in, Aqua, for you and the person you're connecting with, whether it comes in the form of I miss you, or it comes in the form of something else. You know what I mean? Maybe you work with this person, I'm getting, for some of you, because with the Magician, I'm getting a vibration here of like being in the workplace. And just with all this Pentacle energy, I wonder if maybe you guys work together, are partners, are, you know, just seeing each other as business people. Gemini, Virgo, and Aries right now are the main signs I see coming up that are really struggling with depression or anxiety surrounding communication with you. They want to, but they're just like zip. And they see an opportunity could be going by, but they don't really know what to do about it besides talk, and that kind of terrifies them, right? But by the end, right, by the end of the month, right, because this is very strong energy, and this is for March, so probably within the next week, Aqua, if you're connecting with an air sign with the Nine of Swords, if you're connecting with an air sign, they're going to get over it, and they're going to reach out to you in some way or another, okay? If you are connecting with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, there might be a slightly longer delay on communication from them, but they're going to show you through their actions that they miss you or are thinking about you. So for example, maybe they don't tell you that they miss you, but they'll be sending you memes, right? They'll be sending you things in your DMs, or they're going to try to stay connected with you in some way. If you guys are still in physical proximity, they're going to do nice things for you, and you're going to get the impression that, well, they still consider me. And that's because they do. They're just trying to do things in the meantime without having to actually say it, right? For those of you connecting with a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sag, this person, I feel like this person has gotten farthest than any other sign. This person has already said something to you and is just waiting to get a response back from you, right? I think they were testing the waters. They haven't told you that they care about you, but they're trying to gauge your interest in them, right? Because maybe you have a lot going on and they don't want to bother you, but this person is waiting on something from you, so that way they can get the green light to move forward. And then on the side, we did pull the 8 of Cups, the 5 of Swords, and Judgment. So to me, this is confirmation that somebody could be walking away from a slightly dramatic situation of the past, or some sort of inner conflict, something that really lacked depth, something that really left them feeling like there was a void, and they're looking to complete what they feel like they began in terms of emotional fulfillment. And they do see this connection as an opportunity to leave inner conflict behind, or a conflicted situation, either within themselves or between them and another person, in a way that's going to allow them to really see the end of their journey in a way that brings them back to life, right? Breathe life back into them. So Aqua, this is a beautiful reading. This was so fun. I am just so privileged to be able to connect with you right now. I feel so honored. Thank you for allowing me to be with you in this time. I hope that you guys are safe. Now we're going to go over to the extended reading, where we're going to go a bit more into this person's feelings towards you, their intentions towards you, the advice for you to overcome the obstacle or challenge between you guys, which for some of you, you know, it's just about the distance, but we'll see what advice is offered here. it's, you know, it could just be internal. It could be maybe just ideas. And then we'll also go into the long-term outcome between you and this person. Okay, 3 months, 6 months, a year, just in the long term, the future, most likely outcome between you guys, just projecting from now into the long term. Okay. And yeah, I will leave the link to the Vimeo page for this reading at the bottom of the, at the top, pinned to the top of the comment section below. And if you'll meet me there, we can go into the extended. And if not, I have had so much fun reading for you, Aqua. Thank you for allowing me to reconnect with you. And until next time, I am loving you with all of my heart. Okay? Mwah. I'll see you next time.